Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to 3306. This is where I take a look at the news and happenings in and around Elite Dangerous. This week, Mechanic Man makes a return to video production. There's a new leak detailing a bunch of unannounced content for Elite Dangerous, and the Xbox appears to have a number of issues. The second Fleet Carrier beta came to an end today after 2 weeks on the test server. The final 4 days of the test ran with a beta blowout where players could buy fleet carriers for 1 million credits, and for the many people in my comment section who actually asked and have been wondering, no, you don't get to keep the 1 million credit carrier when the update arrives on the live servers. And talking of the live servers, fleet carriers are planned to arrive for everyone at some point during June. And for now at least, Frontier haven't given any details on whether or not they expect to make any changes, minor or otherwise, based upon the feedback made during testing. All in all though, fleet carriers find themselves in generally a much better place by the end of the second beta than where they were during the beginning of the first, so it would seem that the testing has certainly done its job. For those of you who have been with Elite for any time over a year now, there's a good chance you may have seen the awesome videos of Mechanic Man. Well, after taking a long break, he's back with a new video, this time for our entry into Frontier's competition. The competition, titled Life on a Fleet Carrier, ran between the 13th of May to the 26th of May with a prize of an X52 Pro HOTAS and some ARX packs. So Mechanic Man's videos are famous for their unique storytelling of the adventures of a spaceship mechanic, and if anything, they certainly offer a great insight into what the world of space legs and crazy shenanigans in Elite might actually be like. Here's a short clip from the latest episode.
So my first job is actually pretty easy. I've just got to move some canisters around, but I'm really not entirely sure that this is the safest boat in the bubble because, all these canisters are leaking and there's chemicals everywhere. I don't really think they care about safety much around here. I mean, it's not like they're going to use Woods Haulage or anything, that company that got in trouble for blowing up a whole station because of shoddy shipping materials, but, still, it doesn't make me feel very good.
For the full video then, and I highly recommend you go watch it, do check out the link in the video description. One way or another, leaks appear to be a fairly frequent thing when it comes to Elite Dangerous. As with the previous one, this new one is yet again the result of data mining, an activity which of course is against Frontier's terms of service. In short, data mining is digging through the game files in order to find hidden or unannounced content. Now as before, I won't go into too many details on this, largely because I don't want this video to be focused on the results of data mining. But that said, this is also information which is now available pretty widely out there in the community. People are certainly discussing it, so I do feel that it's reasonable to give this topic a mention. Now, if you don't want to hear any more or want to avoid what you feel may be spoilers, then do skip the next 30 seconds or so of this video. In short, what's been found are references to various things that are not currently in the game, and do keep in mind that some of these leaks, some of the data found here was actually found quite a while ago, some months ago in some cases, other parts of it a few years ago, but there we go. Some of it is actually quite new, so the fact that these references have been found of course doesn't actually confirm anything. These may never even appear in the game, or they could appear in the next months or years. So what do we have? Well, here's a few points. References to insectoid eggs and meat, references to pilot seats for capital class ships, an aquatic SRV reference, and much more. So I won't speculate on what any of these may or may not mean, but if you're interested in finding out more, then do take a look at the links below. Over the course of the weekend, a number of Xbox players found they had issues for Elite Dangerous, specifically with ARC balances and livery being bugged and or unavailable, so generally speaking, issues related to the store. A few comments have mentioned this issue has been ongoing since Thursday. Whilst originally the problems seemed to stem from troubles with the Xbox services themselves, Microsoft have since confirmed they have fixed those issues. However, it appears that, for some people at least, the issues with Xbox and Elite are still persisting. As of this recording, Frontier have yet to post a response other than to say they are aware of the issue. So then, that brings us to an end of today's 3306 video. If you'd like to discuss today's news or indeed anything else, then why not head on over to my Discord server, which you can see referenced on the screen right here, and it's also linked in the video description as well as in a pinned comment. I'd love to see you there. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.